Reports are stating that Mauricio Pochettino has two demands to come back as the new head coach. Other reports are stating that Tottenham want to bring him back as early as this Monday. Steven Bergwijn wins our Goal of the Month award for May, but could be on his way out of the door this summer. Lucas Moura has come out and said that he wants to win trophies at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and two Premier League strikers have been identified if Harry Kane leaves. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Today is Saturday, the 29th of May. I'm going to go through all of the Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports from the last 24 hours. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Let's start with an article published on the Tottenham Hotspur website on Friday morning, and it states that Steven Bergwijn's thunderous strike against Aston Villa has won our final Goal of the Month award for the 2020-2021 season. The Flying Dutchman's rocket into the top corner in the Premier League clash on the 19th of May took top spot with 28% of the votes, with Heung-min Son's curler against Sheffield United just behind on 20%. It was a close call. 5 of the goals polled double figures, but Steven Bergwijn's strike came home first. Now, the Goal of the Month award result in full: Steven Bergwijn against Aston Villa, 28%. Heung-min Son against Sheffield United, 20%. Harry Kane v Leicester, 18%. Gareth Bale's second goal against Sheffield United, 17%. Gareth Bale's first goal against Sheffield United, 14%. And Harry Kane against Wolves, 3%. An update on the Tottenham Hotspur women. We have been drawn away to Arsenal in the quarter-finals of the Women's FA Cup. The quarter-finals will be played on Wednesday the 29th of September. Ticket news will follow in due course. We reached the last 8 of the competition for only the second time in our history by beating Sheffield United in the 5th round in our last home match of the 2020-2021 campaign. Arsenal have won the trophy 14 times. Chelsea beat Everton on the 20th of May to complete the quarter-final lineup. Now, the quarter-final lineup is as follows: Manchester City against Leicester City, Birmingham City against Chelsea, Arsenal against Spurs, and Brighton against Charlton. Tottenham star Lucas Moura has been talking about Tottenham's season and his individual performance during the season. He said it's always difficult to speak personally, but collectively I think the season was very, very tough. We have the quality to do so much better, and we lost several opportunities. Personally, I can see it in a good way. I can take positive things. I'm happy with my performances, but it's not enough because we wanted to help the team qualify for the Champions League. I wanted to win a trophy, and it is not possible, but that's football. We need to learn from our mistakes and do much better next season. I can say that I'm very happy with this group and my teammates. I can always say that I can dream. My objective is to win trophies with this team, this club, especially because I think that we have the quality for this and the talent for this. A report has been published by the Birmingham Mail, and they are stating, according to reports, Tottenham have identified Aston Villa striker Ollie Watkins as a potential replacement for Harry Kane. Harry Kane has made it clear he is ready to leave this summer after another trophyless season at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This report then goes on to say, as it stands, one of the Manchester clubs appear to be his most likely destination in what would be a record-breaking transfer. There is also speculation that Mauricio Pochettino could be set for a sensational return to the club, having been sacked in November 2019. And according to reports from the Sun newspaper, if Pochettino does return from Paris Saint-Germain, he will ask Harry Kane to give him one more season. The report from the Birmingham Mail then says if he does move on, the Spurs recruitment team has already hatched a contingency plan, with the same report saying Ollie Watkins and Southampton's Danny Ings are on their list of potential replacements. And then back to the Sun report, they are stating that Tottenham are confident if anyone can persuade Harry Kane to stay, it is Pochettino. And then the Birmingham Mail report then says that Ollie Watkins has enjoyed a fine first season in the Premier League, scoring 17 goals. Aston Villa clinched a 11th place finish in the Premier League. A report has been published early this morning by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Tottenham learn Mauricio Pochettino's stance as Daniel Levy steps up pursuit of the PSG boss. Daniel Levy is reportedly trying to bring Mauricio Pochettino back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Paris Saint-Germain boss Mauricio Pochettino is open to leaving the French heavyweights this summer, but he wants Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy to meet two crucial demands in order to return to North London, and this is according to various reports. Mauricio Pochettino has been heavily linked with the Spurs vacancy in recent days after it became clear that a second spell at the club is not beyond the realms of possibility. Later on in this report, it says, according to a report from the publication AS, Daniel Levy has personally telephoned Mauricio Pochettino on a number of recent occasions to discuss the possibility of a return to Spurs, but he will be forced to bow to the latter's demands in order to seal the deal. The report from AS states that Pochettino would be happy to return to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on two conditions. The first is a long-term contract of at least 4 years. He would also like a significant influence over the management of the club and their dealings in the transfer market. Although Mauricio Pochettino is willing to leave Paris Saint-Germain, he is said to be aware that it will be tricky to depart this summer as a result of a 1.5-year contract he signed with the club back in January. Later on in this report from the Daily Express, it states that despite Tottenham's interest, they could face a battle to secure Pochettino's services, with Real Madrid also said to be keen admirers. The Spanish giants are on the lookout for a new head coach to replace Zinedine Zidane, who resigned from his post earlier this week after the club's first trophyless campaign in 11 seasons. And according to the Daily Mail, Real Madrid are also keeping tabs on recently departed Inter Milan boss Antonio Conte, but have earmarked Pochettino as their number one target. Former Tottenham defender Alan Hutton has been talking to the Football Insider all about the possibility of Mauricio Pochettino returning to Tottenham this summer. He said, "I'm really shocked if I'm really honest. I mean, he's just got into the PSG job, and for him to leave to go back to Tottenham where he was fired is a bit strange for me. We all know that he was working on something at Tottenham. He was building something. It got to a stage where it probably needed not an overhaul, but it needed a change of faces within the squad. Daniel Levy didn't back him, and it all then kind of fell apart after that Champions League game. Obviously, it didn't end on the best terms, but Daniel Levy would have to come out and admit he made a massive mistake in them bringing him back. Do you really want to go back to the overhaul grind again? It is very difficult." A report was published this morning by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Spurs ace Steven Bergwijn set for summer transfer after Holland Euro 2020 snub. Tottenham Steven Bergwijn is reportedly set to leave this summer in search of more game time after missing out on a place at Euro 2020. This report then states that Ajax could offer Tottenham winger Steven Bergwijn a chance to kickstart his career after falling out of favour at Spurs. Steven Bergwijn was dropped from the Netherlands squad for Euro 2020, having lacked minutes in the final months of the season. Later on in this report, it says that Steven Bergwijn started only 13 Premier League games this season and begun just 2 matches after appearing in the 1-0 defeat against Chelsea in January. They were the final 2 fixtures, though he did score his first goal of the campaign in the 2-1 defeat against Aston Villa 2 weeks ago. The 23-year-old even suffered a lengthy spell of not making Jose Mourinho's matchday squads. Steven Bergwijn failed to make the bench for the 58-year-old's final game in charge, a 2-2 draw with Everton. He played a full 90 minutes in the Premier League on only 3 occasions. His lack of minutes saw him drop from Frank de Boer's Holland squad for Euro 2020. An initial 34-man provisional squad included the Spurs forward, but he was excluded once Frank de Boer stripped his squad down to 26. Dutch newspaper De Telegraaf said a move back to Holland now looks likely, claiming that Ajax are willing to prize Steven Bergwijn away from his Tottenham misery. It is believed that they are willing to pay around £12 million. However, Tottenham want closer to £21.5 million. Another report out concerning former Tottenham Hotspur boss Mauricio Pochettino. This one was published late last night by the Daily Mail, and they are stating that Tottenham want to start talks with Paris Saint-Germain over bringing back Mauricio Pochettino on Monday, and former boss will ask want-away striker Harry Kane to commit for 1 more season. This report then states that Tottenham are reportedly set for open talks with a dramatic return for Mauricio Pochettino as early as next week, with the former boss also set to ask star striker Harry Kane to stay for 1 more year if he does go back to the club. The PSG manager has been heavily linked with a move back to Tottenham, and according to the Sun newspaper, the club want to begin official negotiations on Monday. Another report about Pochettino. This one is from the Daily Mirror, and they are stating that Poch holds talks with PSG hierarchy after Tottenham make contact. It emerged earlier this week that Tottenham are keen to rehire Pochettino 18 months on from sacking the manager who led them to the 2019 Champions League final. The report then states that Pochettino has held talks with PSG chiefs after a flurry of interest in his services from Tottenham and Real Madrid. It emerged earlier this week that Tottenham are keen to rehire Pochettino 18 months after sacking him. The Argentinian boss has 1 year remaining on his PSG contract, but Real Madrid are also eyeing up a swoop after Zidane left his post on Thursday. Pochettino was only appointed as PSG boss in January, and it would come as a major surprise to see him depart. Indeed, the 49-year-old is preparing for the next league season, and he has already held talks with the PSG hierarchy with the aim of wrestling back the title from Lille. That's according to BBC Sport, which notes the French giants have no intention of letting Pochettino pursue a new challenge this summer. So who will be the next Tottenham Hotspur head coach? These are the latest betting odds from channel sponsors William Hill. Mauricio Pochettino, the former boss that took us to the Champions League final in 2019. He is odds-on favourite, 4-9. Antonio Conte is 9-2. Eric Ten Hag is 5-1. Roberto Martinez is 12-1. Graham Potter is 16-1. And Eddie Howe and Brendan Rodgers are both 18-1. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do put all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and well. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.